All right, so today we are diving deep into a story coming out of Miramar Beach.
Yeah.
And, on the surface, it seems like any other idyllic beach town, but when you look a little closer,
Yeah, idyllic on the surface.
exactly right. Like, what could possibly go wrong in a place like that?
That in and of itself, that's intriguing.
Like, it really is. And what really stuck out to me was just how intense it is. And it all seems to revolve around this one person, Jacquelyn Schwicke.
Okay, Jacquelyn Schwicke.
And she's the president of the Miramar Beach Civic Association. So, already.
But position of some power.
Exactly. Waging this like 7-year campaign of online harassment against this local family.
7 years. This wasn't just like a brief disagreement.
No, this was not some comment section squabble. This was years long.
And what exactly, 7 years, that's a long time. What kind of harassment are we talking about?
So it was using discriminatory language, that she was spreading lies about like their property rights, even saying that she was trying to incite other people to harass this family.
Wow. And all this while being the president of the Civic Association.
Yeah, and here's the thing that I think makes it even more kind of like what is going on. She's a social worker by trade. Like, she works with children.
Oh, wow. This is a really strange juxtaposition. You've got the, pillar of the community working with children, this very, targeted harassment.
Yeah, and it gets even wilder because apparently there's a video out there of Schwicke making this really I don't even know. It's like an offensive gesture, let's just say. And it's gotten over 2,000 views. So
this isn't just like a private matter anymore. It's gone very public.
Yeah, it's completely blown up.
Maybe this behavior by someone in a position of power is influencing others.
Right, like it's become almost contagious in a way.
Yeah.
The other resident, Karen Selg, and they're saying she went on TV and made all these, basically backed up some of these false claims about the family.
Wow. So now it's like this whole, is it a conspiracy? Are they making it sound like a conspiracy?
Like, it's become this whole online documentary. It's crazy.
See, that's what I find so fascinating about this whole thing, right? Like, you have this small community and you have this person who is, in charge of the Civic Association. And when they start behaving a certain way, do other people feel pressured to sort of fall in line, even if maybe they have some doubts or.
Right, especially in a small town, you don't want to be the one to rock the boat or make waves. Or
Yeah, exactly. And then you add social media into the mix and it becomes even more complicated because now you have these echo chambers forming and people are only seeing information that confirms their existing biases. And
those algorithms, man, they don't help.
No, they do not. They just keep feeding you more of the same, and it becomes harder and harder to even see the other side.
It really makes you think about the responsibility all of us have when we share something online or, even just what we choose to believe and how that can snowball into something much bigger.
Absolutely. It's like this whole idea of, think before you speak. Well, now it's think before you, share before you retweet, because you really don't know what the consequences might be.
So we've got Jacquelyn Schwicke, we've got this family she's harassing, we've got other residents chiming in, we've got a whole YouTube channel, and this is all happening in this perfect little beach town.
Yeah.
What do we even make of all this? Where do we even begin?
I think it's a stark reminder that things are rarely as simple as they seem, especially online. We're so bombarded with information these days, and it's easy to just accept whatever narrative we come across. But this story, it really highlights the importance of being skeptical, of questioning our own biases and, being really careful about getting swept up in a story without considering all sides.
That's like we always say, everyone has an agenda.
Right. Everyone has a reason for putting their information out there, and it's our job to figure out what that is.
So the next time you find yourself getting really invested in some online drama or a local controversy, take a moment to step back and ask yourself, what am I not seeing here?
Yeah, what are the other perspectives? What are the other pieces of this puzzle that I might be missing?
Because as we've seen in Miramar Beach, the truth is often a lot more complicated than it first appears. Well said. And on that note, thanks for joining us for this deep dive, this really, really strange deep dive into Miramar Beach. And who knows, maybe we'll be back with more on this story because I have a feeling this is far from over. Until then, stay vigilant, stay skeptical, and we'll see you on the next deep dive.